Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
The next one I would like to look at is hitting. Boom. Nana Addo gives priceless hope to Ghanaians. Ghanaians is not well spelled. G-H-A-N-A-I-A before N. Nana Addo gives priceless hope to Ghanaians. Wow. What kind of hope is this? And who is telling us this? It's interesting. Who is telling us that Nana Addo is giving us hope in this country? I know this woman. She used to be the Minister of Aviation, right? I know this woman. Yes, I know her. Was it not this same woman that was complaining about British Airways planes full of cockroaches and bedbugs? Was she not the one complaining about the rickety nature of the British Airlines planes? Am I wrong? Am I right? Well, let me verify. Run the story. SONA, that's the State of the Nation's address. Akufo-Addo has given priceless hope to Ghanaians. And this is Cecilia Dapa. Wow. Cecilia Dapa. Yes. This woman here was the Minister of Aviation. Very arrogant woman. I remember clearly she talked about Ghana Airways. And then she also talked about British Airways. How rickety their planes were, those that were dispatched to come to Ghana. And how they decided to lengthen the journey in the British airports for Ghanaians and Nigerians. In other words, if you were in Britain and you were coming to Ghana or Nigeria, they would take you all the way to the last gate. You would walk hours before reaching there. The price was higher for Ghanaians and less for Nigerians. And the planes were so rickety. At the same time, the British Airlines planes had bedbugs and cockroaches in there. That was what she said when she was the Minister of Aviation a few years back. She gave the British Airlines an ultimatum to change the planes and change the departure gates for Ghanaians, or else Ghana was going to boycott that. She also went ahead to say that the British Airlines never did anything called social responsibility for the people of Ghana. They never bought bicycles for children in the school, but they had been in this country for 30 years plus. She was angry. We supported her. She spoke the truth. But when journalists like us followed up for her to tell us what the next thing would be, and whether the ultimatum had elapsed or not, and whether they had heard anything from the British Airlines, she didn't want anybody to ask her that. She arrogantly told some of us, it is not for you to ask. If I have any information, I'll put it out. Some of them get so arrogant when they have power. Today, this is what she's saying. Akufo-Addo has given priceless hope to Ghanaians. What priceless hope? Let's read it. Maybe we are getting her wrong. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has given Ghanaians priceless hope in the State of the Nation address he delivered on Wednesday. The Minister for Sanitation and Water Resources, Cecilia Dapa, has said, come here. She said, President Addo Dankwa touched on all the critical aspects of the economy in his address. Quick. I think it was well delivered. All the essentials were touched. He concentrated on the state of the economy first and then went into what we have done so far until 2020 when we had these adverse conditions in the economic space. The hope he has given for me is priceless because we are on the right trajectory. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in his address, reiterated that Ghana's economy was doing well prior to the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and the Russia-Ukraine war. This, he said, is a fact that the managing director of the International Monetary Fund, IMF, has recognized. Mr. Akufo-Addo indicated that due to political advantage, some people are seeking to take. They are unable to accept the fact that the economy was doing well. I've said, and the managing director of the IMF has also said, our economy was doing well until COVID-19 and Russia-Ukraine war, he said. Well, this is a president who can best be described as an ostrich. He never faces his responsibilities. He never faces reality. He lives in an abstract fool's paradise. That's where the president belongs. Everything is about Ukraine-Russia war. If two countries, out of how many countries in the world, have loggerheads and they are fighting, and we in Africa, far away Africa, are feeling the crunch to the point that our economy becomes a ghost, then we don't deserve to be called a nation. For all you know, all the major countries in Africa can go to war for all they care. It will not touch a hair out of the hairs of the head of Russia. Not even America. Not Ukraine. Yet, when a fowl coughs in Ukraine, Ghana catches cold. When a goat sneezes in Russia, Ghana catches cold. Why? And we claim we are independent. The president says that the economy is doing well. People are committing suicide. Police people are shooting themselves and killing each other. Prostitution has increased all over the place. People are so depressed. The only way they can get rid of their depression is from engaging in prostitution and patronizing prostitutes. Politicians are confused all over the place. This is the priceless hope the president has given to us. Where is the COVID-19 audit report? What are they saying about it? The president says they have spent the money well. The last auditor general was chased out, hounded out of office. All because he was fighting corruption. They bring people in to pretend to fight corruption. They don't want people to fight corruption. Imagine this was the president who was looking for a salary for his wife for being in his bedroom. He was looking for a salary for his vice president's wife for being in the vice president's bedroom. Ghanaians fought against it. They didn't even have the conscience. Dead conscience. Tone deaf. They would never hear the calls of Ghanaians to be upright. Cecilia Dapa says, the president has given us priceless hope. Come, let's check that hope. Hear this. 6 March came. Children were walking on the streets, marching all over the place. People were collapsing left, right, and center. The president is running to the IMF looking for money. Is that a priceless hope? Cocoa farms are being cut down. And now we have Galamsey people taking over the cocoa farms. Is that the priceless hope? The president flying all over the world, begging for money to come and build a dirty cathedral. Is that the priceless hope to Ghanaians? Schools are in session for 2 days. They go home and sleep for the next 1 million days. Is that the priceless hope they are giving to Ghanaians? Wanton corruption in government. Is that the priceless hope? The building of a cathedral with shady pastors in there. Two-faced pastors in there, siphoning the money of the economy, allegedly. And here we are. Is that a priceless hope? Let me ask one simple question, and I want Abner Dapa to answer this. Today, as we sit in this priceless hope country, let a ship come from America to say that The Americans are looking for Ghanaian slaves. Listen, I'm using harsh terms so that we see the reality. That ship is looking for Ghanaian slaves to voluntarily jump onto that ship. They will be taken to work on the plantations of America. The only difference is that they will earn half the salary ordinary Americans earn. You'll be shocked. Some of your chiefs will be on that ship. You will be shocked that some of you politicians will be in there. How many Ghanaians will be left refusing to join that ship? In those days, they came by force. We cried and fought them. Today, they don't need to do it. The ship comes. They are telling you point blank that this is a slavery ship. We want slaves, Ghanaian slaves. Jump on board. No need for passport, no visa. Let's see if there's truly that priceless hope here. Let the same ship go to South Africa and see how many South Africans will jump on that. That is what is called priceless hope. Let that same ship go to Rwanda. Let's see how many Rwandans will jump on that ship. Don't try to take it to Nigeria. The president himself might just jump on the ship. That's the truth. Stop mocking this wonderful country. The country is not wonderful because of Nana Akufo-Addo's priceless hope, in quotes. It is wonderful because of our ancestors. It's wonderful because of what Kwame Nkrumah did. Ndewura Jakpa, Ya Asantua, and all the wonderful kings and chiefs and ancestors who shed their blood to keep this country aloft. Not Nana Addo. Maybe you are the only people seeing the priceless hope. I can't think far. I can't think madness. This is Okujato Blakk. He tweeted this. I have been poring over President Akufo-Addo's rather novel attachment to his State of the Nation address. The document is essentially his own version of President Mohammed's famous Green Book, except that his focuses on the road sector are on the road sector. The preliminary observation is intriguing, what's in there. And when you look at it, it's surprising. It looks like lifted and put in here. Yet one was competent and one was incompetent. One is giving us priceless hope, and the other one was a dead goat who was leading all of us to the slaughterhouse. Today, Ghanaians who believe that Nana Addo was the president who was going to lead us to El Dorado are all ashamed. They are all crying. They are all saying that this is the most demonic president. The most demonic president this nation has ever produced. To God be the glory. When they do their politics, they don't care about the ordinary Ghanaian. Cecilia Abnadapa, look at your age. Your children, do they have priceless hope? For all you know, all her children are in America. That's if she has children at all. Then you come and lampoon us. Priceless hope for all Ghanaians. If she doesn't say that, her salary will not be assured. Her position will not be assured. So they will play with our lives, toy with our lives to reach where they want to get to. May posterity judge us so harshly. This is the Blakk Port.
Go on, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Show.